how are you today? Thank you so much for watching my channel. This is Nazman Misty. Today our topic would be Canva plugin. So what is Canva? Canva is an app or plugin, you can say, that we do use to be able to create graphic design. Yes, it's just so amazing. So what you can do with Canva is you actually, starting from editing your photos, removing background, adding things in and out, and glowing, non-glowing, shadow, no shadow, adding text, like whichever you like. It's just so amazing, as I said before. And the most productive part of it is that you can actually create your presentation, and also you can create your business cards or logos. Also for social media platform you can use, especially for YouTube, thumbnail and template, all these things you can do. Book cover you can create. So I would say that, to be able to use it, it's just so simple. You don't have to be savvy. Like, I'm not a savvy and I've been using for months. And I would say that once you, especially for beginners, once when you hear about it, or it sounds complicated, but when you walk through it, you get a little feel to that, and you kind of play around with it, to, checking it's just so easy, so simple, because everything is there. You just have to drag and drop, kind of like this type of thing. That is how simple it is. And actually, I created a content where I talked about how to use animated subscribe and notification bell button. So you can check that video, it's added to my description box. Also, how you're going to, once you create your video content to publish on YouTube, how do you use that animated subscribe and notification bell button content to your original video, right? So I have that video content link here, which I made from Canva. And I would say I really suggest you to look it up if you're a really beginner in Canva, and also you would like to, you know, you I mean you would like to be closer to perfect while publishing your YouTube video, right? Because sometimes we would not like to talk about please subscribe me, or like my channel something, or or you can do both. Actually, I went through a couple of mentorship and they say that you can do both. Some of them say, like, instead of saying it, it's just going to appear on your video for a couple of seconds. Like, it's just you can customize for how long you'd like to show. Like, normally I do show on my video, like if you have noticed when earlier that something popped up for 12 seconds that says subscribe and notification. And to be able to use that to your actual video content, I have another link here that's going to walk you through how to use listen to me carefully, okay, how to use a paid video editing tool on a non-paid way, okay? So so yes, there is a catch about it. So actually I was able to have a downloaded file that I have been using, and I will be using for my lifetime for free. And I would say that the video editing tool I'm talking about, Filmora. So Filmora, I would say that you will, for lifetime, probably you'll have to spend $150. How about you, for lifetime you spend $0, right? So please check out that video and that link. It's actually secure. It's not like anything affiliated that I'll make money of it, something. It's just, I would like to, since I'm here on a free platform, I would like to introduce you to as many free tools as possible, okay? So it's not all the time about money, that something you'll be clicking on it, it's not gonna work. Trust me, it's gonna work, or it's gonna make money for me. Of course not. As you will see, it's just a file, and it is 100% safe and secure. So you check it out. And so what happens with a video editing tool is that when you have free version, especially the renowned ones, for instance Cyberlink, Power Director, or Filmora, when you're using free version, it does not come without watermark. There's a big watermark overshadows your own video. So I was able to find that, free way to be able to get without watermark Filmora. So I really suggest you, whoever new, you don't want to spend any money for video editing tool yet, but you would like to make your video look perfect, because YouTube is such a competitive platform, right? You would like to present yourself a little bit, kind of like editing things. But that's okay. In the beginning, you can start off without editing, without anything. Just get comfortable, get out of your comfort zone, and start it off. Later, things will work out on its own way. And also, I would say that you can download a trial version. You check it how it works, because my file has the similar thing. It's just the actual one from Filmora itself. Actual one is gonna produce with watermark video, and mine won't. So you can kind of like compare with both. And I would say thank you so much for watching my channel. You can subscribe, like my channel if you feel like it is worthy of it. And let's dive into our today's content. And thank you so much for watching. Okay, so once you download your Canva plugin, this is how it's going to add icon on your phone or on your any device. So your homepage kind of like will be like this, and to be able to download it, I have on the description box below. It's actually directly from Canva. It's not like it cost anything, like I told you, 1 month free trial version. And like, I mean, they don't make money, I don't make money. It's just, for you, to help you to build up your business, or whichever, like even you would like to do a little bit Photoshop to your photo or video. So it's really, really cool. Okay, so I would say here, what do we have? So, as you can see, I'll skip it for now. I'm already using the free version anyways. I don't want to take too much advantage for this so long. Anyways, what is that? So yes, literally you can do like Facebook post, video, logo, book cover, thumbnail, presentation, your website. I got my website from somewhere. We will talk about it. I will have those video contents later, not now. This is just a beginner. So all kinds of like things like banners, your story, resume. It's just amazing. So yeah, let's do something which is, most of us, we wondered that, oh, how do I make a thumbnail for YouTube, right? So let's go make a thumbnail, YouTube thumbnail. Let's do that, because that's the first thing when we like to do something about YouTube. Like, you want to have a really, really, like meaningful thumbnail, like that's going to kind of like stick out, that's going to project your video about, and it has to be meaningful. It's not going to be a click and bait, right? So let's say I'm going to take this first one. That's the template, okay? That's the template right here. So I got it from here. There are so many elements. Upload your photo, the photos, just, it doesn't have to be your photo, it could be anyone's. Style, background. So I would say that once you start, kind of like spending time with it, you will figure it out. Like, first, when I actually used Canva, I did not know all this until I had to, remove background from my photo. Only then I went to, some place to find out that how to do it. And I learned a lot from YouTube, and there are so many people I got inspired and motivation from. So let's do our thing. Let's remove things. Like, when you click on it, you see there is like kind of like a square thing. So that's how you do remove things. If you want, you can remove anything. If you want to add something on it, let's do that. Like emoji, let's say you want to drag. It's all about drag and drop, guys. It's all about it. It's so like, you know, something. Let's say we want to make logo, like I made my logo in for marketing. I did it a long time before, so kind of like this type of drag and drop things. Upload your logo, let's see. And okay, no cancel because I did it already. Background, like whichever background you like, purple, it's gonna be purple. If you don't want it, you just go there right here and you just redo it. Okay, and that's how it's gone. Like you see logo, I removed a lot of things actually. Okay, so I would say let's do something. File, create a design. Let's see, like presentation. Okay, so this is the presentation, and let's say you are doing something for your job, for your business, or for your school, for your presentation, right? You do something like this, something like that, and then create another page right here next to this one, and then same thing, you bring it here. It's all about drag and drop, and you customize it with your own word. You can actually upload an image also. Let's say I'm going to upload this one. Yeah, so that's how it is. Yeah, like the book is right there. You can move it, you can do something about it. It's just so nice. And let's say we're gonna do another one. Suppose like this one, I had it, whatever I have on my front side. And let's see how does it look, the presentation. So let's see, and you just save it on your file. Always make sure, and if you don't have it, it's going to be saved on Canva, but you have to make sure you saved it. Like your presentation is going to start it. Like you see a presentation. Like I created 3 pages, it's all here. Okay, so let's go back, and I'm going to something that we all would like to know, that how to have a photo without background. Let's do something, this one. Okay, so background, right? I do have a background. Let me delete this heading thing, this one. Just backspace and you just delete it. Once you press on this, and this kind of like a how to say, like aquatic color, like bluish, it goes away. Okay, so let's say I'm going to delete this background. Okay, so you go to the image. Look, if it's like this, it's not going to show. It has to be right here on this one, and then you go to image, edit image, and you will find, as a beginner, you will find this background remover at the bottom. Okay, but it's gonna be there, don't worry, it's gonna be there, background remover. Look how it's going to remove the background. To be able to show it properly, I'm going to add a background, a dark one, so you can see it. Okay, because now you can see it's all white besides me. Okay, let me get, okay, this is the background. I'm going to take this black one. Okay, so you can see, like, right, you can see the background is gone. Let's do another one, it's so much fun. Let's say I'm doing this one, I'm going to remove the background. Like when I talked about shadow, no shadow, glowing, non-glowing, it's like you can do, like, you know, it's like a photo editing. You can do actually your videos too. So it's going to go away. Excuse me. Like you see that. And also we can add something that rise and shine, right? Let's say misty, right? So, or let's say that watch my channel. You can change color, like here, font, this thing. You can change font, effect, how you like it. I like all these little glowy. You know, I would change the color so you can be able to understand properly. Like effects, that's how, the effects change. It's just like, it's just a ready drag and drop graphic design tool for you, as I said earlier. Well, and always make sure you save it. Once you save it, um, download, that's going to be saved to your on your device. And one thing I would like to I think, how to say, let's say that you're using something kind of like animated, then it's going to show, let me show you. I don't want anything to stay untouched or undone. Okay, let's say this is the animated one, right? So once you try to save it, let's say download, you do PNG. I would say PNG has a high quality, like anything you'd like to download, I've showed you so far. But what happens with this one, that most times, if I have it here ready, I want to show you quickly. Okay, I don't have it ready. Most times it's going to show here once you try to download. I feel like I want to show you. Okay, never mind, I'll show it to you. Let's say I got this one, and I got this one, and I got this one too. These are moving thing, right? Such a coining English. Okay, so download. Most times, like, if it's a kind of like animated thing, like I talked earlier about, when you're going to save an animated thing, it's going to show your MP4 video, then okay. But when you're creating thumbnail template, if you're using kind of this type of content, these features, it's going to be MP4 video. But you want to do that, you will go back to PNG. That's the best high quality resolution it will give you for your photo. So you just download that. And what else? I'm going to delete it, I'm going to delete it, I'm going to keep it. What else do I have to show you? Oh, by the way, one thing I forgot about it. A lot of people, they look for how, their photo glows, sticks out, looks like an outliner. I will show you a cool way. Instead of that harsh line, let me show you something. Okay, copy. Whichever you'd like to, kind of like project on your template. Like if I show you this one, okay, I'm going to go back to home page and all my designs. Okay, do you see how did I do that? Like it's kind of glowing and sticking out my photo when I removed the background. Do you see that? Like I don't like to kind of like that harsh outliner. So how did I do that? Let's do it here. Create new design, custom size. No, I'll go back here again and I will come to here, thumbnail. I would say that just guys play with it, play around with it. It's fun. It's really easy. It's really so simple. If I could do it, believe me, you can do it too. Okay, we're gonna change background, black, no howling. You can see, you can just delete all things, okay? And okay, so I'm going to do remove background. Okay, this is going to stay here, and I'm going to upload another one here, and I'm going to do the same, because sometimes what happens if I copy this one here, it just does not work, and I don't want to take up too much time. So this one we're gonna do, look, this is a really crucial part, watch it. So here are the features, right? When you go to edit image, keep scrolling down, Keep scrolling down. Do you see this button right here? Excuse me. Okay, there are so many things, but here you just click any of them, it doesn't matter. You clicked on it, okay, and let's go to up where it shows adjust, right here, adjust. Let's go here and play with it. Boom, brightness, contrast, boom, bright, just to make it look like a real ghost. Okay, a white shadow. Okay, that should be it. Highlights. Yeah. Okay, so how do we, and blur. If you don't do blurry, it's not how blurry you want it. I would say that I'll keep like this. But if you do bold, what happens? And you have to make a little bit big. If you remember this part, here you have to make a little bit bigger than your actual photo, then it's going to stick out. Okay. Okay, this is not going there. Okay, I'm going to delete it. Okay, don't worry. And then I'm going to drag it here. Okay, so I'm going to remove that background. Sorry about that. That's okay, it happens enough. Don't worry. Okay, see? So what happens is that sometimes when you copy or drag a photo and you do, you know, what happened to me, like you saw it, like when I tried to drag it on top of it, it was not getting here, it was going under this thing. So that's perfectly fine. What you can do always is that you can bring it again. And I'll remove the background. Oh no. Okay, now I'll have to do it again because I messed it up. And I'm just showing you from the scratch how things happen, how we make mistakes, but that's something perfectly fine. Okay, and we go back here again to do a tone, and then we go up and boom, boom, saturation. Okay, this should be fine. You don't need anything else. So if you want like exact sharp lines, sharp outer lines, just make this picture a little bigger than this one. Okay, look like this. And what I like about keeping the same size and make it blur. Okay, not to blur like this. So when you bring it here, see little thing. But if this one, you will make it bigger. Like I told you that for sharp outliner, you'll have to make a little bit bigger. If you don't make a little bigger for sharp line, what happens is that it really doesn't do much, right? Or let's say the picture was actually this, and when you put it on top, it really can't see anything. But if you do blur, not this, not you, okay? The blur and you put it, just that's how it is, okay? I like this one, just a girly thing. Anyways, and then you drag and drop something. I'll show you one of my upload here, like how did it work. I think I showed you already. Okay. Canva. Okay, here. I'll show you one of my design. How did I do that? Okay, let's check it out. Guys, have patience. Spend a little time here. The more you'll be spending time, it's just much nicer than quick in and out, right? Okay, so basically, that's the photo. You bring icon, everything you can find here, elements. Let's say YouTube icon. Like you bring this here. I mean, this is for YouTube, so I didn't bring it here. Let's say Facebook. Facebook, if you want to use this one, you just make it small, you put it here, okay? That's the arrow you can get from elements, like arrow, like whichever you need. It has all of them here for you. And one thing I like about Canva is that it does not discriminate either you're on a trial version or not on trial version. No watermark, disadvantage, like you can't access to this, that. Like let's say this is pro. Look, I can literally use it. And to be able to do that, we'll make it small. If you want to use it, like I'm going to delete that, okay? Let's say if you want to use this one. I have so many things here. Okay, let's move it. I'm going to do this way, okay? And if you have noticed, this one has that thing, that background. That's okay, we have the tools we need. There you go. And let's bring it this. How do you make this? I believe we all know, but still, let's do a little bit. I would say let's delete it, okay? Let's delete it. And like as you can see here, the one I was talking about earlier, that this is kind of like thing I'm using. So once I try to download, it's going to be asking MP4. This is the one. You do PNG, you don't have to do MP4 because you're just not gonna use it as an animated on your YouTube thumbnail. Okay, so let's create something for you guys. If you're done watching, you can leave, that's perfectly fine. And if you'd like to stay, you can stay. Let's say I want to do how to make editing on Canva. I'm going to do a little bit kind of bring it here, right? And let's say we want to change this one's color red. It's gonna be red there, see? If I want this, if you want to make it yellow, you make it yellow. If you want to change font for all of them or just for certain thing, you just do this. Okay, the font seems like it's not working for one thing. Or if you say that you want to bold this Canva thing, I'll bring it here, I'll show. Okay, you can make it bold. To stick out a little bit more than others, you can do it, like all kinds of things you can actually play around with. And believe me, it's really simple, it's not complicated. I want you to create your, after creating your video, like have a little bit kind of like this type of tools. Especially I would say that when you post your video on YouTube, first thing, YouTube will kind of like how to say that, YouTube is going to verify you, right? What your topic is about, where they will be showing your content. And later, once they do that, later it depends on audience that they're going to click on it or not. So if your something stands out than others or similar, better than others, I would say. So it's just nice. But first, I don't want to make you feel overwhelmed. I just want you to get kind of like comfortable, to just do whatever you want to do just to get comfortable, and later you can do these things or you can start doing things right away.